receivers in NFL history, and I mean that. When he retired, he ranked top 12 in receptions and receiving yards. He's a college football national champion, a 7-time Pro Bowler, and holds practically every Texans career receiving record. Please welcome wide receiver from the U and a guy who introduced us to Dre Beats before Dr. Dre's headphones, if you know what I mean.
Hey,
Andre Johnson! What's up, fam?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I knew I was going to get you to smile. All right, so listen, we've been talking about Tyreek Hill all week. He had that amazing first half against the Bucs, but you have had some incredible first halves yourself. Back in 2013, you went for a $190 and 3 touchdowns in the first half against the Colts. Basketball players say, when I shoot, it's like shooting into an ocean. Tell people what it's like as a receiver when you get into the zone.
To be honest, I don't think you really realize, how many passes you're catching or, what's really going on. You're just in the zone or just playing the game, and, you just focus on doing what you need to do to help your team win. I think once the game is over and once you see the stats, it's just more like, wow, like I really went out there and did that. So I think at the time when it's happening, you don't really realize it. Of course, you'll know when you score touchdowns and things like that, but I think the yardage part is the thing that you really don't realize until the game is over.
Let's talk about one of your former teammates. You've described DeAndre Hopkins as a little brother. What's the connection been like with DeAndre after your playing career? And did you hear from him after he was traded from the Houston Texans to the Arizona Cardinals this offseason?
Yeah, I talked to DeAndre a lot. We actually talked to him like a week ago. He's always reaching out to me. Our relationship hasn't changed much since he's left. He's always just reaching out for advice and not only just football, but just in life. So, I love the kid like a little brother, and what he's doing out on the field this year is truly amazing.
it really is, albeit in a new place that is not Houston. Andre, I want to ask you about another one of your former teammates. Now, you caught passes from 10 different Houston Texans quarterbacks in your career. Wow. And with all due respect to Sage Rosenfels, TJ Yates, and Tony Banks, one of those quarterbacks is still not only in the league, is still starting in the league. Ryan Fitzpatrick. You played with him in 2014, even in a game where Fitz threw 6 touchdowns in one game, which is still a team record. You know, Andre, now he's got the beard and the shirts, I was with the kids. Like, he's a whole personality. What do you remember about a younger Fitzpatrick back in Houston in the day?
Fitz was a great teammate. He was a great guy to have in the locker room. He's always, doing something to keep the guys laughing, keep the guys going. And I think that's what, when you see him with his teammates, I think that's what guys love about him. He's, you never know what you're going to get from him. I remember when he came out in the press conference with Deshaun Jackson's jury on and stuff like that. So that's just Fitz, man. He's a great guy, loves to have fun, and he's a great teammate.
You had a lot of great teammates. One quarterback, though, Andre, that you unfortunately never played with or caught passes from was Deshaun Watson. We were robbed of that. I wish we could have seen that. What does he do best, and what makes him stand apart from other quarterbacks in your eyes?
Deshaun is very smart. He's a very smart football player, and he has great instincts. Some of the plays that he made, just, working with the team last year and being there to actually stand on the sideline and watch it in person, some of the things he does is just like how did he get out of that? You'll see guys coming from the blind side to sack him, and at the last minute, he just kind of ducks out of the way and, just makes some type of crazy play, out of nothing. So, I've always felt like he was a very talented guy. I don't think I was more happy than anyone when we drafted him. I watched him a lot when he was in Clemson. So, the guy's only going to continue to get better. And I'm very excited to see, as his career develops, how much he gets better as a player.
Yeah, if he trends in this direction for the next decade, he could be a Hall of Famer. Speaking of that, the semifinalists were announced last week, and my former teammate Calvin Johnson was on that list. It's no surprise there. When you're looking at these guys, is it the quick career of Calvin Johnson, or is it the longevity of guys that have been waiting and are well-deserved Hall of Famers?
Well, it's tough because I think, you look at guys and you look at guys that had the longevity and was productive for, 10, 12 years. And then you look at Calvin and what he did in his short career. I think it was 9 years or 8 years he played. But if you look at the numbers, it's just like, the numbers are mind-boggling. So I'm not on the committee to make those decisions, but if it was up to me, I would put Calvin in the Hall of Fame. I think we've never seen nothing like him for the NFL, and the years he had when he did play, they spoke for itself. He has a nickname Megatron, and he has that nickname for a reason. So,
Yeah.
I definitely would
Real
put
talk.
him in.
Andre, I got the elephant in the room here. Your voice is incredible.
Talk about it.
You sound like Barry White / every deep
James Earl Jones.
James Earl
Mufasa.
Jones. Chef. Of course, Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
You've got to be the voice of Crown Royal. And this season, you are teaming up with Crown Royal.
Right.
Tell us about your partnership and the importance of staying hydrated, taking water breaks during games, and if Clooney's going to do tequila ads, you have to be doing Crown Royal ads with that voice, Andre.
Yeah, I teamed up with Crown Royal this season with the whole water breaks campaign and crowning your game day. And, the thing is just basically just